Hello everyone! Hi guys, it's Katya here and welcome to my YouTube channel Katya My Unicorn. And in today's video we're gonna speak about how to become a sponsored fighter in Thailand. So I left Thailand about 1.5 years ago and still I get so many questions how to become a sponsored fighter there. And yeah, all those time when I've been living there, I was lazy to film a video about that, and I didn't really want to share my experience because I did it on my own and I thought someone who wants to do it can do it on their own as well. But now I'm very far away from Thailand, and yes, now I can share all my experience and give you all the tips you want to know about how to become a sponsored fighter there. So guys, little remark before I start. Yeah, now we are living in the reality of virus. I can't say this word out loud because they will cut monetization on my video. So yeah, you all know in what reality we are living in 2020, and now the borders in Thailand are still closed, so tourists, foreigners can't get there. And right now it's like last day of August. Gyms are open in Thailand, fights are very limited, so like local fights as Bangla Stadium, other local stadiums in Phuket are closed, but there are some fights going on like Muay Hardcore, Super Champ, etc. Not many promotions, but like big TV promotions are running without people, I guess. But I believe in a couple of months everything should get back to normal and the foreigners will be able to arrive to Thailand, start training, and of course at this time promotions and fights will be open again. So what I'm gonna be talking is like normal reality, yeah, when gyms are operating, fights are going on, but pay attention that it's not happening right now, but I believe that it will be happening again in a couple of months. So guys, for those who are first time on this channel and who doesn't know me and wondering why this crazy woman in pink glitter on her face is talking about fighting, I will introduce myself. My name is Katya. I've been a sponsored fighter in Thailand for about 4.5 years, and I was fighting professionally there out of Phuket Top Team Gym. I had 37 pro fights, 26 wins. After this I retired, I left Thailand and arrived to Mexico, where now currently I'm teaching Muay Thai as a coach. So yeah, and since I've been more than 4 years as a sponsored fighter at one of the best and famous gyms in Thailand, I think I can talk about this subject, right? So what is this to be a sponsored fighter in Thailand, yeah? The conditions at different gyms can be different. The most likely they give you free training, so you don't have to pay membership, which is pretty expensive. At the gym you can train there for free and represent the gym when you fight or on your social media, etc. So you fight out of this team, yeah? You put their logo on your shirts, on your bra if you're a woman, etc. Then some gyms can give you ELSA accommodation, but not all gyms do it because it's their expenses, right? So it depends. Some gyms can also give you free food. So the package of being sponsored can be different at different gyms, right? Okay guys, if you want to be a sponsored fighter in Thailand, you have pretty much 3 options. Option number 1, if you're already a fighter, especially if you're an MMA fighter. MMA now getting bigger and bigger, there are a lot of money, fighters get paid pretty well, what you can't say about Muay Thai still. And if you have more than 3 professional MMA fights on your record, especially if you have a contract, if you have upcoming fight for some big MMA promotion, or not even big, but professional fight, yeah, you can feel free just to send email to some gym and say, hey, I'm this fighter, this is my record, this is my videos, send some links, yeah, on your highlights, on your fighting videos, and I have upcoming fight for this promotion, so I want to apply for the sponsorship at your gym. I would like to have a fight camp at your gym and represent the gym as my sponsor. Pretty easy, right? So at my gym where I've been training, Phuket Top Team Gym, was requirements like minimum 3 MMA fights and not even all wins. And yeah, if you're a good fighter, if their owner or manager can see that you're strong, you are tough, you are good perspective, I'm pretty sure that they will be happy to sponsor you and to invite you as a part of the team. Then Muay Thai and kickboxing fighters should have minimum 5 fights and a good fight record. If you have more than 5 fights and you have more wins than losses, you have good videos as well, feel free to email to a gym and apply for sponsorship. I will put here the screenshot from my gym, from Phuket Top Team, to apply for sponsorship, and you can see that it's not that high requirements, right? And I think it can work pretty much for most of the famous gyms there in Thailand, so you are not losing anything if you try, right? You are not losing anything if you email. So you can always try. If they tell you no, that's fine. Maybe another gym tell you yes. And of course, since you become a sponsored fighter, since you become a part of the team, the gym, the management will help you to get good fights, yeah? They will help you to sign up for some promotions if you're a good fighter, if you're already experienced. And if they can't find good fights for big promotions at the moment, you can always fight at Bangla at some local stadiums and make some money, yeah? So then if a gym books fight for you, you have to share with them some of your earnings. It can be 5 or 10% depending on the gym, different conditions at different gyms, so I can't tell you exactly how much you have to share from what you get paid for a fight. But if they book fight for you, definitely that you have to share with them. Okay, I guess it's pretty much clear. If you're already a fighter, if you have a good record, feel free to apply for sponsorship at some gyms you might like. And then option number 2, if you're a nobody. I mean, if you are a normal human being and you think that you want to be a fighter, you want to go to Thailand and fight for a gym. And we got a bunch of those emails when I've been there at the gym, like, hello, I want to fight for your gym. Can I get a free training? Everyone wants free training, but please understand, get the idea that it's not valuable for the gym if you come there and you say, I want to fight, but you have no experience. You are nobody. They have to teach you, they have to invest in you, they have to book fights for you, and they earn from you nothing. They earn from you like 500 baht or 1000 baht. When you fight, it's nothing. So it's not valuable for their gym. So this is very smart idea for you, but I think it's not gonna work. It might work only with some small, not famous gyms, where not many people, not many tourists, not many fighters, then it might work. But if you want to represent a good gym, if you want to be part of a strong, famous team, like Phuket Top Team, for example, it's not gonna work. If you are unexperienced, if you have never fought before, but you think you want to be a fighter, you have only one option. Guys, work. Save as much money as you can, make a lot of savings and move to Thailand for long term. So first 4, 6, I don't know, 8 months, you gotta pay for your training, you gotta pay your monthly membership, your accommodation, etc. And then when you learn, when you make 1 fight, 2 fights, 3 fights, you can fight every month, right? When everything is fine there, when there are no. And and after this, when you already have shown your dedication, when you already have shown to the gym, to the trainers, to the management who you are, after this you can ask them to sponsor your training, to give you free training and find better fights for you, yeah? But rather than that, No, not gonna work. And of course it's great to have online work, because in Thailand it's really hard to find official work for foreigners. It's not impossible, nothing is impossible. It's possible, but it's really hard because there are a lot of restrictions. Foreigners can't work, you need to get a work permit, it's really hard, no one wants to pay for you, it's really expensive for the company to make a work permit. So if you want to find a job there, it will be really hard, almost impossible. Then what I would recommend, find some incomes. Maybe you have apartment in your country which you give to rent, or you have online work. If you have online work, this is perfect opportunity to move to Thailand and make money remotely, right? And then you can pay for your training, your monthly membership. You can train, become stronger, learn Muay Thai and become a fighter one day. And after this, when you have a record, you can apply for sponsorship. This is your way, right? So this was the second option for people who are not fighting yet. And the third option, option number 3, if you have something to offer to a gym, then you can ask for free training. So what can it be? In my case, this is how I started. I was a blogger. I had a blog. I offered to the gym to promote them. So if you're a blogger, if you have big Instagram or YouTube channel, for example, yeah, you can offer promotion to the gym that you will, for example, monthly posting like 3 posts, or I don't know, stories or 1 or 2 videos. Depends on how much your content costs, right? So you can negotiate with the management of the gym and offer your services to promote the gym, and they might be interested. Maybe not, but it might work. Then another thing, every gym in Thailand needs a photographer or videographer. So if you do this job, this is very great, promising opportunity, because they all need to post something on social media, they need to make good videos, they need to film their fights for their fighters, yeah? They need to generate content basically. So if you're a photographer or videographer, feel free to email to the gym and offer your job in exchange of a free training. This might work. Like, this is a good opportunity for sure, and I know many people who does their living in Thailand out of that, and they start to train for free first, and they train, and one day they become fighters. If you want to offer to a gym some other kind of work, so I'm not sure, because normally if they need a worker, if they need to reply emails, so they need marketing, so they would hire someone who they already know, who they trust, one of their students, one of their fighters, like a person who they already know, because this is question of trust, right? But of course you can try. So yeah, that was 3 options I could offer. So if you're already a fighter, it's very easy to find the gym to train at for free and represent them when you fight, and they will help you to book fights. Second option, if you're not a fighter yet but you want to become a fighter, so make your earnings, save as much money as you can, or have online remote job. Yeah, so you could move to Thailand first half of year or more, I don't know, depends. Yeah, you could pay for your train, and after this you could become a sponsored fighter and start to train for free in representing gym. And the third option, if you can offer them something in exchange. For example, if you're a blogger, you can offer promotion. Or if you're a photographer or videographer, you can offer them your services in exchange. In Thailand there are plenty of local fights, like normally, yeah? When people will be able again to gather, to come to watch fights, yeah? In Thailand it's a huge business, they make a lot of money with that, but unfortunately fighters not getting paid well in Thailand. Unfortunately, a fighter gets paid really low. For example, I can tell you about Bangla Boxing Stadium in Phuket. It's like the biggest local stadium in Phuket, the most famous, the most touristic. It's located in Patong, so there's a lot of people, and promoter makes huge money, I guess, out of it. Like, ticket for the person to come to watch a fight costs like 1,500 baht, 1,500 baht. And they're like, I don't know how many people come there. In the high season it's always full. But fighter for the fight gets paid like 6,000 baht. It's like, it's very, very low. It's very, very low. And sometimes we get there really hard fights, like with very serious opponents, and we get injured and really badly injured. And yeah, I'm saying you that if you want to be a Muay Thai fighter in Thailand, don't think about that you can live out of it. This money is not enough. Like fighters, Muay Thai fighters get paid not well in Thailand, so you would need a part-time job. Better if it's online job, or you have some incomes, or you have some savings, because yeah, you would need money to live in Thailand. It's not enough to get paid for fights. Even when I was fighting 2 times a month, it was not enough. And yes, I had a part-time job there. And let's think what's gonna happen when we will back to normal, when stadiums will be open again, yeah? When people will be able to come to Thailand. So I guess, maybe I'm wrong, it will be easier to become a sponsored fighter, because when stadiums will start to operate, they will need a lot of fighters. And I guess not many people will come to Thailand at first, especially not many fighters. I don't know, as I feel, to become a sponsored fighter, to get sponsored by a gym will be easier, because there will be not so many competition, and promoters, fight promoters will need to make their money. Let's hope that it will be easier for you guys if you want to do that. A lot of luck, yeah? So yeah, this is, guys, pretty much it, what I wanted to tell you about today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in comments below. And if you want to know something else, if you have some ideas for new videos, also feel free to let me know, to ask me to film something, and maybe I will do it. Thanks very much for watching. Sawadika kapunka. Saludos, gracias. Hola de Mexico. Yeah, and I will see you again in my next video. Ciao. Adios.